This is the Frieze.
That's lined into left center field and down for a base hit. Verdugo's throw to the plate is not in time.
Well, he waited, he fouled off pitcher's pitches, and he just got enough of that break.
0-2 from Cole. He Devers swings and misses.
Just like that.
Yeah, got him and strikes him out. And 2 fly. He's got back-to-back 2 home runs against Cole in his career, but he's had 3 strikeouts. A slider gets him. Goes out of the jam. Sanchez shoots one the other way, deep to right. Renfro's going back. It's gone. He's take the lead. And interference.
Well, I said he's a great low ball hitter.
Swats one the other way. Deep to right. Gleyber Torres. They've gone back to back. What a wild ride this inning has been from Gerrit Cole getting out of the base.
The Olympics are back, and it's time to award the gold medal for male grooming products, Manscaped. Their 4th generation performance package includes the brand new Lawnmower 4.0. Talk about a world-class dismount into a post-quarantine world. The world is now open for business, and the Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped is here to help get you ready. Inside, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, plus 2 free gifts, Performance boxer briefs and the Shed travel bag. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code NYY Recaps. That's all one word at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code NYY Recaps at manscaped.com. Your balls will feel like they won the gold. So help yourself, help my sponsor, help the show. Go to manscaped.com, use the code NYY Recaps. Can we just start with how unacceptable it is to throw stuff at players on the field? Last night, Alex Verdugo, and I get it, he wears the wrong jersey, he got pegged in the back by a fan with a baseball, playing left field. That is totally unacceptable as fans, and we need to do a better job as fans of being well-mannered, respectful of the players. These guys are just doing their job. I mean, what if you hit him in the head and you kill a guy? It's totally possible. If you want to shout, if you want to make fun of his mother, that's completely in bounds. If you want to embarrass the guy and make fun of his terrible beard and how he looks like he's straight out of the movie Deliverance, feel free. But don't throw stuff. Don't escalate it to physical violence, because you're only going to get yourself thrown in jail, as I'm sure that guy did last night. Apparently he was super nervous. He was tapping his leg and just waiting for security to come get him. And they got him. They have cameras all over that ballpark. Anyway, the Yankees win a shortened game, 6 full innings. It was a long night, though. It took a long time to get through those 6 innings. They called it around 11:45 p.m., and it began at around a little after 8 p.m. So in all that time, you only got 6 innings. But we did see some positives from the Yankees in these 6 innings. Gerrit Cole continues to be outstanding. Even with the rain coming down, you're thinking that maybe he won't have his grip. You know, he's struggled with the spin rate and stuff since the spider tack. But you figure that with the rain, it's just going to be a tough night to pitch. But he was fantastic. He ran into a wall a little bit in the 6th. He walked 2 guys, pitched out of a bases-loaded jam, struck out the side in the 6th inning, finished with 11 strikeouts. He's having a phenomenal season. He really should be a top 3 Cy Young candidate. I think he's probably going to win it if he keeps pitching the way he has. This is the Gerrit Cole we've all paid for. But the question is, if the Yankees continue to lose, do you back off on Gerrit Cole a little bit to keep him healthy? You don't want this guy getting hurt in September and then having to spend his winter rehabbing or, God forbid, having surgery. If the Yankees fall out of it, I don't want him pitching to try and get the Cy Young. I want them being a little bit more careful with him down the stretch. And I know that goes against a lot of the things that I say on this channel, is that baseball players should be baseball players. But he's going to be your most valuable asset over the next 5 or 6 years. You've got to keep him healthy for as long as possible. So if the Yankees are out of it, you know, maybe you skip him a start or 2 down the stretch just to make sure that there's no ill effects from some of these stressful games he's been pitching. I think we can maybe put to rest his ability to pitch to Gary Sanchez. Gary was fantastic last night, called a really good game. Gerrit Cole had a really good game, a start that he needed in tough conditions. Gary did a nice job blocking balls behind the plate, and he called a good game. He moved the ball in and out, up and down. He had the Red Sox off balance all night, and he hit a go-ahead home run. We also saw Gleyber Torres hit a home run. Both of these guys using the opposite field. And I think that's part of the whole thought behind getting as many right-handed bats as the Yankees have and not really caring much about lefties, is that these guys are capable of hitting the ball out of the ballpark to right field. But most of the time, you have to admit, these guys try and pull a ball. They try and pull the ball to left field a lot of times. Whereas if they just use the right field porch and go up there looking to use the right field porch, go up there looking to hit the ball that way, and you can have some success. Gleyber Torres did not hit that ball all that well. In fact, that's probably an out in many, many Major League Baseball parks. But because the Yankees have that short right field porch, it's a home run. There's a lesson there. There's a lesson. Right field can work for right-handed hitters, but you have to use it. When he's swinging as hard as he does and trying to hit the ball 900 feet to left field, and you can tell because he falls back over home plate, he falls back towards the first base dugout because of the law of inertia. Everything's going towards left field, and then naturally his body overcorrects and pushes him back the opposite direction. When he's doing that, you know he's not trying to use right field. He's trying to hit the ball out to left field. Whereas if you hit the ball to right field, you can wait a little bit longer. Give yourself an extra fraction of a second to identify the pitch. Start your swing a little bit later and use the right side of the field. That's one thing that Derek Jeter did so well. He let the ball travel. He would pull his hands in and look inside on occasion. Mostly he would react inside, but he went up there looking to hit the ball to right field. He knew he had the power to hit it out, and he was just trying to hit line drives to right field. And occasionally he would just get under one and it would go out. And that's what you got to do as a right-handed hitter at Yankee Stadium. You got to take advantage of the conditions you're presented. Wait back. Get as far back in the box as you can. Let the ball travel. It's a good strategy. I just wish more Yankees would use it. It did work last night. DJ LeMahieu does that very well. He lets the ball travel. He'll drive it to all fields. But he'll also drop that bat head on it if it's inside and pull it to left. Really good hitter. He had a nice hit last night, base hit to tie the game early on. So tonight we're going to see Jameson Taillon. I'm anxious to see what he can do. He's been pitching better the last couple of times out. I feel like he's spotting the ball a little bit better. He's been getting used to that new motion that he's had for the entire first half. I'm surprised he's been as healthy as he's been. You figured that he would be probably one of the guys that would break down because of these 2 Tommy John surgeries, but rebuilding his entire motion like that has allowed him to stay healthy. By the way, I think it's interesting that we haven't seen anything out of Clark Schmidt this year. Clark Schmidt, of course, had elbow issues. He was one of their top prospects. He's a former top #1 draft pick for the Yankees. And basically, he's had a ton of injury issues. He's had Tommy John surgery before. Last year when he got to the major leagues, you saw that he was missing arm side quite a bit with the fastball up and in. And that's because he was opening up his front side. We've talked about that at length on this channel. And then this winter, we saw some video of him going right over top, throwing strikes and with all of his momentum going towards home plate. But then we learned that he was trying to increase his spin rate and throw a little bit harder in spring training. And he probably just overdid it a little bit, opened up on that front side, and it put strain on the elbow, ended up hurting his elbow. We have not seen him yet. I think it's very telling we have not seen him, and it's July 18th. There was an article in RotoWire from June 25th that says Yankees Clark Schmidt could face hitters soon. And this was 3 weeks ago. And I have not seen him pitch in the minor leagues yet. I looked up to see if he had any stats. Nothing. They may have mentioned it during one of the broadcasts, but I don't always have the Yankees announcers on. Sometimes I listen to the radio people. Sometimes I listen to the opposing teams. Sometimes I mute it and I put on some music. but I have not heard anything about Clark Schmidt, and that tells me that there's probably something up with that elbow. We lost Tim LaCastro for the season. I mean, what bad luck. The Yankees trade for the fastest player in baseball, and his leg gets destroyed a week later. Unbelievably bad luck that this Yankees team has had. And that was just a freak incident. That was a nice play by LaCastro. He even stayed in the game with a torn ACL for the rest of the inning. He was limping around, but ultimately he has to have surgery. He's going to miss the rest of this season. Won't surprise me if he misses much of next season too. And as a speed guy, how will his career recover? He knows that he's a speed guy. He's not going to transform into a 30 home run hitter. So you know that he's questioning his future in Major League Baseball this morning. And to me, that just is a very sad thing to think about. So, Tim, if you somehow hear this, you probably won't. You probably will never hear this, but if you do, I wish you the best. I enjoyed watching you play. Here's to a speedy recovery. So tonight, the Yankees will finish off the series against the Red Sox. It is on ESPN. I'm going to do a watch party for the game. I haven't done a watch party in a while, but we had Corey Kluber throw a no-hitter during one of the watch parties, so I thought this could be a good night to, maybe use some of that, I don't know what it's called, the good luck charm of a watch party, and see how it goes tonight. We've also had some watch parties where things didn't go so well, but anyway, I'll see you all tonight if you decide to join. No recap until tomorrow. I'll see you next time.
Yo, all rise, gunning for the winning position. No kidding, I'm bringing the venomous sound when I'm around. It's the power like cold, throwing a figure ball, leave you in smoke. Don't you know, no slacking when the cracking hits.